Just in, Save Democracy from Collapse. NEO Africa Center tells Judiciary. Welcome to today's news. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. The Electoral Commission did not just subvert its own rules, it abandoned midstream the technological innovations which would have made the conduct and outcome of the elections almost seamless. While we do not intend to go into the nitty-gritty of the flawed exercises, we make bold to say that the February 25 presidential election was the worst of its kind that Nigeria ever experienced. The Electoral Commission failed the country spectacularly. As the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal gets set to begin hearing the various election petitions before it, the NEO Africana Center, NAC, has called on the judiciary to rise to the occasion and be prepared to play its role as the bastion of democracy. The public policy think tank said it was compelled to make this charge in light of many flaws and infractions that characterized the 2023 general election. The Central believes that there is an urgent need for the judiciary to intervene in order to save democracy in Nigeria from total collapse. In a statement by its Director of Public Affairs, Jenkins Udu, the Center expressed grave concern over the charade called the 2023 elections, a situation which it said has given rise to the plethora of litigations the tribunal is saddled with. It has therefore charged the judiciary to live above board by cleansing the audience table of the 2023 general elections. The statement reads in parts: as a public policy think tank concerned with the tripartite principles of democracy, good governance, and the rule of law, we have remained scandalized by the elaborate charade with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, shamelessly passed off as elections in Nigeria in 2023. The exercises which held on February 25 and March 18 remain a huge national embarrassment. The Electoral Commission did not just subvert its own rules, it abandoned midstream the technological innovations which would have made the conduct and outcome of the elections almost seamless. While we do not intend to go into the nitty-gritty of the fraud exercises, we make bold to say that the February 25 presidential election was the worst of its kind that Nigeria ever experienced. The Electoral Commission failed the country spectacularly. The Central is of the considered opinion that this failure by the electoral body should be mitigated. This is where the judiciary comes in. As the bastion of democracy, the judiciary cannot afford to fail where other arms or institutions or government fail, regardless of what many perceive as miscarriages of justice, which have dogged the judgments of the courts in recent years. We still believe strongly that the judiciary can salvage itself and the country from the mess we have on our hands. Unlike what obtained in the recent past where our courts, including the Supreme Court, have been poo-pooed over scandalous judgments. The judiciary must put its act together this time. It must shun those pitfalls that have made some of our judges objects of ridicule and derision. If the judiciary fails, the country would have failed holistically. Such a grim prospect will be injurious to the survival and sustenance of democracy in Nigeria. The Central said it wants the judiciary, as was the case in the past, to put the country first by upholding the principle of integrity and keeping dirty compromises or indictment at bay. The people are watching and you cannot afford to fail, the statement concluded. They have advised the judiciary to take up and be in the interest of the people, because the February 25 presidential election was the worst of its kind that Nigeria ever experienced, whereby INEC did not follow their promise. Every technological innovations they want to use was not brought out, and this made the elections to fail woefully. So now they have told the judiciary should look into this and make sure that, regardless of what many perceive as miscarriages of justice, the judiciary should salvage itself and the country from the mess we have in our hands. They should shun those pitfalls that have made some of our judges objects of ridicule and derision. And also they should put the country first by upholding the principle of integrity. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view? Please share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.